back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna bring you with me to the gym to share some of the tips and tricks that I've learned on my fitness journey and how I see the most results. I'm gonna be working out with my friend Alessandra, so we will be giving you tips on reps, sets, progressive overload, periodization, frequency, and building a program that works for you. Everybody has different opinions on how you should work out, and so I just want to make sure you know that this is what I have experienced through my own body, what I've seen through working out with other people, and what I've learned through taking the personal trainer certificate. So this is just how I work out and the things that I wish I had known a year or two ago when I wanted to see results and didn't quite know yet exactly how to train. I get smarter every single day, so this is not the only right way, and maybe in a year I'll know a little bit more than I know now, but I thought that this would be fun. If you're just starting out with training, it's super important that you make sure that your form is correct. If you start off with bad form, this can really lead to bad injuries later. I learned the hard way. I had a lower back injury for a while because my form on my sumo squats was not the best, and so I really don't want that for you. So make sure that your form is right every time you start out a new exercise. To make sure you're safe and that you have the right form, it's super important that you can control the negatives. The negative in a movement is when you do a bench press, the downward movement is the negative. So if you're doing a squat, then the downward part is the negative, and then you push it up backward. The third thing that's super important is that you do focus on full range of motion. So that could be, for instance, if you're doing a squat, if you only go down halfway, you'll only see half the results as if you went down all the way and all the way up. Sometimes this means that you need to lower the weight a little bit, but you will see more results by lowering the weight and then doing the full range of motion, and then slowly starting to add on more weight as you go. I found my friend! Wow, it's so blurry. It is blurry. She did. She was 30 minutes late to our workout, so that's a great start. Late.
Actually more than that. What time is it right now?
12:30.
Exactly 30 minutes late. It's like 25.
We're ready.
That's the face you should be making at the gym. If you're not making that face, then you're not working hard enough.
And a good old tip is using the band for squats and this, and well, any leg exercise when you activate your glutes a lot. There's been studies made, researchers that have showed that 70% of people have more than 4 reps left in the tank when they're done working out. They usually work out with, and so that means that 70% of people can push themselves more than they do right now at the gym. A great way to do this is keeping track of your weight and your reps, progressing and doing progressive overload. Progressive overload is when you force your muscle to adapt to tension that is above and beyond what it has ever been able to do before. And so what I do is I write down for each exercise, I write down exactly how much weight I put on there, how many reps, and how many sets I do. And then every week I try to progress so that if I know that, okay, last week I used 100 pounds and I squatted 10 reps with these 100 pounds for each 3 of my sets, then I know, okay, next time I'm gonna try to see if I can do 11 reps for each of my sets. And in that way I constantly try to progress and get stronger for every single week. A good basic rule that I use is every time I can do 12 reps in one set, then I increase the weight. Another way that you can do progressive overload is having less rest periods in between your sets. And the third one is to lower the tempo so that you go a lot slower, and therefore it forces your muscle to engage more as you're doing the exercise. When you do increase the weight, always make sure that you're safe. A great way to do this is go to the gym with a friend and have them spot you for those exercises. Every time I finish one exercise for the last set, I'll do like a drop set. So I go super heavy, then I get rid of some weight, and then we go one more time and I get rid of some weight, and then I go again and again and again until I fail. And that's awesome, isn't it?
Sweaty.
Prioritization is super important in your workout. So like schedule your workout program so that it matches your goals that you want to reach. So if you have like a full week ahead of you, maybe it's important to start with your heavy glute workout if you're trying to get glutes, and then go with the ab workout after that, or your upper body after that if that's something you're doing in the same day. And if your abs are the most important thing, maybe it's a good idea to not do that after a heavy leg day, because you might not have as much strength as if you do it after a rest day. Because this one doesn't make you do full range of motion, a good tactic is holding it for a second when in the out position before you close it back in.
Ooh. She told ya.
The most important thing when you're trying to build a workout routine is that you make sure it's enjoyable, that it's something that you can stick to and something that you enjoy doing. If you hate going to the gym but you really want to build muscle, the way to do that is minimizing the amount of exercise that you do while you're at the gym. And a good way to do this is making sure you do a lot of compound movements. So that could be things like squats and deadlifts and bench press and overhead press, where you use a lot of muscles at the same time and therefore use the full range of motion and build more muscle. This will limit the time that you have to spend at the gym, and you can just get it done quick and fast and in the most efficient way as possible. But if you do like working out a lot, like I do, I have a split workout routine. So that means I split up my leg workouts with my upper body workouts. A lot of people do like back one day, then they do leg one day, then they do chest another. But the way I split mine up is by doing legs and then I do upper body. Some days I'll do upper body where I do back and triceps. Some days I'll do shoulders and abs for upper body, and some days I'll do all muscles while I work out my upper body. So it just depends on how I feel and on the day. But I typically have 2 leg days a week and I have 2 upper body trainings a week, and then I do cardio in between that. But if you're trying to work out just 2 or 3 times a week, I would suggest you doing a full body workout every time you go to the gym, where you focus on compound movements and just building as much muscle as you can while you're at the gym. The most important thing really is just making a workout routine that works for you so that you get it done and it doesn't feel like you're dying every time you have to go work out, but just like what a great workout.
We did it!
Say bye to the friends.
No, I feel bad for Nilla.
Bye, my love.
Late, and now her ticket won't work because I made her late. It's all my fault. I'm a terrible person.
She's the best person. Bye, my love.
Bye!
If losing weight is your main goal, I definitely suggest adding cardio to your workout routine. I do cardio and I do weight training because I love the mix. The thing is though, if you're trying to grow a certain muscle, a certain body part, a lot of people will turn their muscle training into a cardio-based training. And it has been scientifically proven that if you want to grow a specific body part, you need to go super heavy, and you do need some rest periods in between each set, and go between 8 to 12 reps each time. What a lot of girls, myself included for many years, is that I would just go when I was at the gym, and so my muscle building workout would turn into kind of like a cardio session. And what happens is that if we don't have enough rest in between, our muscles won't be able to recover, and therefore they won't have as much strength for our next set. And so if I want to build muscle, what I realize is I really do need to take those rest periods. And to me it feels like, oh my god, but I'm at the gym and I'm using this time to like relax a little bit, and I can't be doing that. But what I realized is that actually this is how I've gained more strength and more hypertrophy in my muscle. But if you're trying to lose weight, then cardio is a great thing. But sometimes I will make like workout circuits and just go from one exercise into the next and keep my heart rate high. I just love mixing it up a little bit. So that is something I still incorporate into my training, and I believe that that will help me get endurance within my muscles as well. And so I do that sometimes. I just know that if you're trying to build a muscle, it's very important that you go for 8 to 12 reps. You do maybe 3 to 6 sets per exercise, and you have a little bit of a rest in between each set. People have different opinions, but I do see a difference after using this method. I've known it for years, and it wasn't until recently that I actually started doing that because I felt like I was being lazy at the gym, but that's not really the case. Cardio definitely does burn more calories in the moment as you're working out compared to weight training. Of course, depending on how hard your weight training session goes. But usually I will burn more calories in my cardio sessions than in my actual weight training. Even though you're burning more calories as you're doing cardio, your muscle mass will grow when you're weight training, and so your resting metabolism will become a lot higher, and so you will be burning more as you're resting. And so in that way you can't really compare the two. That's just why I love the mix of both of them. And also when you're weight training, I feel like you just get stronger, and so you get stronger in your cardio. At least that's how I feel. I feel like my cardio has gotten better from really pushing harder at the gym. And so and then again, my weight training gets better when I'm in better shape through cardio. So it's just like having both of those are just a great mix for me. Also, if you're trying to lose weight, remember that you need to be in a caloric deficit. You can do this either by burning more calories or eating less, and an easy thing to do is just cut out all your cheat meals. So like cookies or chips or white bread, things like that maybe aren't necessarily that good for your body. Or you can just work out that much harder and burn it that way. But you do need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. And if you want to build muscle at the same time as you are losing weight, it's so important that you get a lot of protein so that your muscles can still build as you're losing weight. They do say that you would need around 1 gram per pound of body weight, but it very much depends on your fitness level, how much you work out, and so it really varies. I would suggest that you go see someone who knows your specific body so that they can tell you exactly what you need to do, because everybody's different. Everyone needs something different, and everyone's level is different, and everyone's calorie intake and protein intake and needs are just different. So that really depends on what your body needs. And if you're trying to bulk, then you need to intake more calories than what you burn throughout the day. And in this case, it's super important that you get a lot of protein and a lot of carbs so that you can just build that muscle. And like I've said in all of my videos, nutrition is so important. No matter what kind of goal you have, nutrition is just probably 80% of the results you're gonna get. Because if you want to bulk and you're not eating enough food, it doesn't matter how much you work out, but you will not be bulking if you're not increasing your calorie intake. And the same way, if you are crushing it at the gym every day, but you keep eating chips every night, then you won't lose weight. I mean, depending on how much chips and how much you work out, of course. But it's just like, your nutrition is so important, and you should watch my other videos where I go more into detail. I'm not gonna do that in this video because I know I've bored you a lot in my other videos about nutrition. I do think that after a heavy weight training session, it's important to get a big, nice meal of some good protein, some good carbs, and some healthy fats to help your muscles grow. So that's always important to keep in mind if you want the results. And with all of that, you have to be so honest with yourself when you're building your own workout program. And if you are willing to work out 3 days a week, that is good. Then just make sure to make it as efficient as you can while you're working out. Don't half-ass it. Go for it. But also listen to your body. If something feels off and you feel like there's something that could lead to injury, then stop and see a professional that can help you out with that. Because once you get an injury, then you're just out, and that's not a good thing. So always make sure you're safe in anything that you do. But yeah, when you're building a workout program, if you're willing to do 4 days a week, then maybe you can do 2 leg days and 2 upper body workouts, or you can do 2 full body workouts and 2 cardio days. Whatever excites you. If it excites you, then it'll help you keep going, and that is the most important thing, because a lot of people will set these crazy goals, but they forget to be honest with themselves if they're actually willing to do this. And then they stop after 2 weeks because it was just too much. And so the most important thing when you're making a workout program for yourself is that it's sustainable and that you can continue doing it for a long period of time. Maybe start with 2 days a week. If you haven't worked out ever, start with 2 days a week, and that's good. And then maybe after a month, you're willing to increase it to 3 days a week. And then it'll slowly become a habit that you're working on. And then that's how you'll see the results long term that you want. If you've never worked out in your life, the chances that you'll get a massive 6-pack in the first month are maybe not that high, of course, depending on how you look, but you just have to look at the long-term goals that you want to achieve, and just know it takes time, and keep working hard, because the results you're going to see are going to be worth it. And it won't just help you in your fitness. The coolest thing is that I'm saying all these things that only are about fitness, but for me, I just know that it's going to create these small like sparks in all areas of your life. It'll make you feel unstoppable because you finally reach this goal that you want. And if you put this much hard work into one area of your life that is actually pretty challenging, you'll know that you can do it in every area of your life. So it will make you push harder at work, or push harder by being a better friend or a better family member, and it'll just like give you confidence and, you know, make you feel unstoppable. And that's what you are, because you can do anything you want. So that's really cool. I'm sure you knew a lot of these things, but I just wish someone had told me this 2 years ago, because I definitely didn't know. And so I'm just hoping that next time you go to the gym, you have a little bit more knowledge on the different things, so that you can achieve your goals more easily and hopefully feel great within your body and just great in general, and see progress and be happy. I'm gonna end this video here. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I'm excited to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.